Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a really weird video to make and I don't want to cry in it, but I know that I will. This is a video for my friends and colleagues at Primark because I couldn't bring myself to do a speech in front of everyone because I hate crying in front of people. I'll only cry in front of a select amount of people, and if I'd done a speech, I planned one in my head many times, but every time I even just thought about even speaking the words, I would burst into tears, and not even like elegant tears, just like full-on sobbing mess tears. I broke down in the canteen with my friend Tay. She asked me if I was okay. I just started full-on sobbing, proper embarrassing, and I didn't want that to happen in front of everyone, so I'm just going to say what I have to say here, and to be honest, I said most of it in a Facebook post, but I've always got more to say. I have to start off by saying how weird it is to know that I will never go to Primark again as an employee. I've been there for 5.5 years now, and I've been there since I was 18, since I freshly left school. When I started, it was meant to be a gap year, but turned into the longest gap year of my life. The main reason was I knew I didn't want to go to education, but I kept telling myself that I would go back to it, but I really just didn't enjoy education and I didn't think I would get anything from it. And at that point in my life I was at a really bad low, and I needed a distraction from the world. Primark was that for me. I would go to work every day and work so hard, and I've made videos on this before, like I was proper depressed. I would be so passionate about progressing and stuff, and I looked up to people so much that was higher than me, like supervisors and managers, and I respected them greatly. I would always do everything they asked. I was a quiet little bean. I never spoke. I was basically a mute. I was just, I would say, a great employee because I just didn't complain, I didn't moan. That changed pretty quickly. People used to say I was the happiest person. I wasn't inside, but when I was at work, I became the happiest person, and it wasn't pretending anymore. And it just did so much for me, and I can't even, I'm not gonna cry, I can't even think of where I would be in my life right now if I hadn't started working at Primark. And a lot of people have given me shit for it, told me to leave in times where it's gotten stressful and hard for me, but no matter how stressful and hard, it was always worth it, and I always wanted to keep going and keep fighting through things. And unfortunately, sometimes you aren't strong enough to deal with some things and you have to do what's best for yourself. I think it's been a long time coming, me leaving. I definitely didn't plan on it. I really wanted to be a manager, but I think I've proved it to myself that I can be one. I don't need the title officially to know that I can be one. I know I can. I know I have the knowledge and the skills, and I was acting as one for a long time, and I don't need to prove that to myself because I did, regardless of whether I had the position or not. And it's a good thing with Primark that you get to do above your job all the time, and it's also a bad thing. And I just think I just really passionately wanted to be a manager, but then things happened this year and it opened my eyes to what's important in life, and I think I've been putting work above my own health, relationships, or lack thereof. I've been putting it above everything, and I think I need to start looking out for myself, living to be happy rather than living to work. Work is important, but sometimes you've got to put yourself first, and I'm not giving up anything. I haven't disappointed myself. I'm really proud of myself for getting as far as I did, and I'm gonna go be a manager somewhere else now, and as nervous as that makes me feel, I'm excited, and this new chapter in my life hopefully will be a better one. This year has been incredibly difficult for me. I haven't really spoken about it much on YouTube because I just don't think it's right to put things out there on the internet when you're not in the right headspace. I had a video, well, like a vlog kind of video that I filmed once to get myself through something, and I tried editing the footage and it was insane. Like, no one needs to see me like that. Just watching it back, I cry my eyes out every time. I was at full-on suicidal state, and no one needs to see a video like that. I will say it's been a huge low for me. I relapsed in many ways. I had £4,000 saved for my whole time that I worked at Primark, and this year I splurged it all on, first of all, my computer, and then the other 2,000 I splurged on alcohol because I didn't want to keep living. I felt like I've let myself down this year, but I haven't. I know, fuck's sake, damn it, we'll do this. I'm just about to go out, so I was like, I won't cry if I don't want to ruin my makeup. I feel like I have felt like I've let myself down a lot because oh, I haven't been myself really this year, and I've like relapsed in so many ways, and I came so far and my anxiety was basically not existent. My depression was gone, and then it all just slowly deteriorated, and I'm so grateful to the people that are actually there for me. I've lost so many friends this year. I can't tell you how many friends I've lost, and I thought it was me. I was like, maybe I'm just fucking annoying. But I think it's... I pushed a lot of people away so that I could get better on my own. Oh, I think we avoided the tears. I pushed a lot of people away so that I could get better on my own, and that resulted to a lot of people hating my guts. I know there are many, many people that still hate my guts, and I never imagined my last day at Primark to have so many people just waiting for me to leave, just wanting to kick me out the door. And it hurts when you've been at a company for 5 years working so hard and everything, and when I used to think of it as a family and as a place where I belonged, it's really difficult when I always pictured my last day to be sad, but it wasn't sad for anyone except me and a few select friends. It was hard to see that they just wanted me gone. And I'm not shading the company or anything. I'm really not. I have no issues with Primark. I've always spoken highly about them on this channel. I've always promoted them, and I'll continue to do so. I have no problems with Primark. They've helped me out a lot. Everyone's been so supportive and helped me out greatly. So I have no problems with Primark. I want to get that clear. And if I could go back one day, I might consider it. But I do think it's best that I move on for now, at least. I've only ever known Primark as my first job, so how can I know what's out there if I don't try? And I know a lot of people were really fucking harsh about my mental health stuff this year. People that I thought cared for me. Really fucking harsh, and I never experienced something like that before because I've never been open about it while I'm experiencing it. I've always spoken about afterwards when I'm better, because I've been more open this year about it all. People have taken that a certain way or used it as a way to say that I'm crazy, and the thing is, I've seen myself going crazy this year and I can feel it happening, but I can't stop it. I can't stop the shaking, I can't stop the panic attacks, I can't stop any of it. I think even though I'm gonna be a mess these next few weeks, especially at this time of year, it makes me really sad that my whole December has been lost to me panicking. I think this is what's best for me, and I'm really gonna miss Primark. Shit, we nearly made it. Really, really gonna miss it. It feels really weird to know that I will never clock in again. I will never shout angrily on the tills again. I will never slam the till drawers when I'm angry. I will never walk in the canteen again. It's weird. It's literally my home. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but it is. Like, I've always found it to be a home to me, because I've never considered anywhere a home, ever, other than Primark. So it's really difficult to give up something that got me through so much. But when things become full circle and you start to feel that way again about the place that got you out of that. I mean, I think of Primark in no less. I still think about the good times and what it meant to me, and I don't think it really hit me until my last, like, 2 weeks how hard it was going to be to leave. Like, I wanted to leave desperately, and when I handed in my notice I could not stop grinning. But I I am really happy to leave. I am. It's just, it's really difficult. Primark is always just, it's a part of me. It's like my identity, and I feel so weird and naked and not myself without it. I feel like a different person. That sounds so stupid, but I feel really strange. Like, it's so much who I am, Primark, that I just don't know who I am without it. So it's going to be a journey figuring that out, and I hope I do well next year, because I can't take any more. Genuinely, I haven't wanted it to be open about my mental health and stuff this year, because I know, please say I haven't smudged that. I know that people are harsh about it, because I've heard. I always hear things that people say about me, and I try not to let it get to me, but it does hurt, especially when you're at the lowest point in your life. Like, I've never felt lower than I do now. I'm doing this as a last-ditch effort to get better, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I want to say thank you to all of my friends that have been there for me over the years. I want to thank JB. This feels like I'm accepting like a Grammy or something. I want to thank my mum, I want to thank my dad. I want to thank JB for always being there for me, for always inviting me round whenever I'm feeling down. She'll invite me round for an alcoholic drink, or just for a rant. We always have fun when we're together, and I don't know, she's always there for me. Sometimes I feel like I piss her off by talking too much about myself. It's really helped to have people around to talk to. Thank you to Tay for letting me break down. That is so embarrassing, and I hoped you'd never see me like that, but if there's anyone I was going to open up to like that, it was going to be you. Thank you for organising everything for me as well. I really love my new hoodies. Thank you to Lucia for being such a great friend. I know we won't lose touch, or at least I pray we won't lose touch. You've helped me get through a really difficult time. If you weren't working there, and you and Tay and other people, I don't think I'd have survived. Honestly, you were the only thing that made me want to go to work every day. Stefan, thank you for making me laugh, I guess. I would always go to customer service if I needed to cheer up. Thank you for Valeria for nearly making me cry in the leaving speech when I was trying so hard not to. Thanks for that one. Muchas gracias for just always being there, you know. We don't talk too much, but I don't know, you'd always cheer me up, and like on my last day you kept reminding me, you should be happy you're leaving, you should be happy, and I am happy. It's just difficult to remember sometimes. Thank you, Mel, for helping me. You've helped me more than anyone should have any help. That made no sense, but you've helped me more than I ever thought anybody would, I guess. I just don't know what to say. You never held anything against me when I got supervisor. When we went up against each other, we were always supportive of each other, and you know, not a lot of people can do that. Most people get bitter and jealous and angry and spiteful and nasty, but you were so... I remember coming out the manager's office when I got supervisor thinking, oh, she's gonna hate me, like she is gonna hate me, goodbye friendship. And I went up to you, and you looked genuinely happy for me, and I didn't feel like you were faking it, so thanks for that. Thank you to... oh my god, there's too many people to thank. Now I've named people, I've put myself in a hole, because if I don't mention the rest they're gonna get pissy. Thank you to Nathan, who has helped me. I've known you... this is so hard to do. I've known you for so many years, probably one of the people I've known for the longest, I think. I still rant to you sometimes, and you gave me some pretty good advice that really helped me out, and yeah. Thank you to just everyone. Miguel, Naz, Jasmine, Maddie, oh my god, I'm gonna forget people, they're gonna get mad. Emily, I can't think. There's like literally the list goes on and on and on. I think I tagged like 80 to 90 people in my thank you post, because I've been there so long. I just don't know who to thank. please don't get offended if I don't mention you. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. It's so difficult, so difficult. Yeah, this is really weird, and this is the end of an era for me, and I don't know, this is really fucking strange, and I know I'm gonna cry tonight. I've literally just got ready to go to my leaving thing, which I might be late for. Yep, I might be late for. So that's why I did all this makeup, because I knew I wouldn't be a mess, but I've been crying straight for weeks about this. It's just so strange. I just can't believe I'm never going back. Every time I think about that, I burst into tears. I can't get my head around it. It just doesn't feel right. Like last night I was panicking, thinking this doesn't feel right, like it's not right, but it'll be okay, I'm sure. And thank you, and this is a really fucking scary moment. It just doesn't feel right. I never thought I'd leave. People would always joke Rebecca will be here till she dies, and honestly, I did think that. I know it's just a job, so anyone watching this that doesn't know me is gonna be like, what the frick? But when you spend that many years somewhere, like from 18 to nearly 24, it's grown me as a person, and I've so come out of my shell. If I got past me who started Primark and I brought her here to talk to me, such different people, and it blows my mind how much I've changed. Whether that's for the good or for the bad, you can decide. I know a lot of people don't like me now, but that kind of made it easier to leave, to be honest. It was never going to be a walk in the park to just leave that place, and I just can't believe it. It's so unreal. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, you can like, comment and subscribe. I'm sorry I cried. Actually, I'm really fucking proud of myself. I honestly thought I was going to be a state, but I'm fine. I wish I had a clip right here and I could just insert it of me booing my eyes out tonight. I just know it's gonna happen. Thank you so much for watching. This is weird. This is really freaking weird. I don't know. Goodbye.